Welcome to BIZBoost Talks Live. I'm your friendly host, Imran, the creator of BIZBoost Galaxy. On this Travel Tuesday, we are going to talk about sustainable travel and luxury adventures with Mandy Pullin, co-owner of DPP Travel. As they say, big adventures, small footprints. Warm welcome to Mandy Pullin,
Thank you so
broadcasting
much.
live broadcasting live from Georgia and Delhi on 7 channels across Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Mandy, the stage is all yours. Please tell us about DPP Travel.
Thank you so much for having me today. DPP Travel is a what we call Luxe-Adventure travel agency. My business partner Tiffany and I believe very strongly in supporting local businesses. So we tell everyone we shop local all over the world. So when we create and design itineraries for our clients, not only are we looking for VIP kind of off the beaten track type experiences, but our primary focus is always going to be supporting those local economies and cultures and making sure that the people that we use and the tour companies that we use are following sustainable practices, supporting the ecosystems as well, reducing single-use plastics, the things that you've read about, but bigger and smaller choices too that make a big difference in the long run for ecosystems. So that's the big focus for us. We plan trips all over the world. We go with our clients on quite a few. We call them hosted adventures, and we take them on a variety of bucket list experiences. And our number one goal is to make your travel matter. So travel is transformative. You hear that a lot, but we truly believe that travel can change you and it can make a huge difference in the world, one small trip at a time. And that's our focus. That's who we are. We want to get to know you and have you as a client for forever after our first trip, because we strongly believe in those relationships, building them with our clients and our partners all around the world.
Tell us about the mission of DPP Travel and who do you serve?
Okay, so that's a little bit about what I just said, right? So the mission is to make the travel matter. And who we serve are usually clients that are very interested in kind of deep diving into the local communities and cultures where they're going to be. They want authentic experiences and they want to be in locations that aren't necessarily covered in tourists. So they may go to a bigger place and see the must see, or the main thing, but their primary focus is going to be getting out there and getting to see local people doing things in their local areas and understanding the culture of the place that they're going as well. So our primary client, that's their focus far more than the cheapest trip or block checking for their Instagram reel or things like that. They want to see and understand what it is to live in those places, as well as what makes those places unique.
That's really meaningful and purposeful, completely different from from the things that I have heard so far from the travel agencies.
Mhm.
Please tell us about how different is DPP Travel exactly from any other travel agency.
I think two big things really set us apart outside of our sustainability focus. One is Tiffany and I, we were talking before we went live. Tiffany and I we never met a stranger, is what they would say in the South, right? Once we get to know you, we know you and you will be our friend forever. So people laugh when we go on our trips and we take our hosted journeys. They're saying, okay, how many friends did you bring back this time? Oh, I've got, these are 4 or 5 or 6, or, oh, we met this couple in Antarctica. And, we keep up with them now on Facebook and they have such a great time, or they sent my child a birthday present or whatever it is, right? Or they're asking about, Bo, Tiffany's dog, and what he's up to now. And, we really get to know you as a person. And that's a big piece of our just life in general, but that's how we run our business as well. As we want to get to know you and what you want to do and what you're dreaming about, and what are your passions, because then that of course drives your travel. And then the hosted experiences, that's what's running down at the bottom, dpptravel.com hosted. We take you with us. We invite you to come and travel with us and travel like us. So on our hosted journeys, you will have me or Tiffany, or most of the time, both of us are there to help facilitate the trip and ensure that you have just the trip of a lifetime, so that you're not worrying about every little thing or where to go or when to be where. We're helping facilitate that, and you've got a face and a name that you know and a phone number to call. So I always tell people, it doesn't matter where you need to go or want to go or are dreaming of going. You have one phone number to call, and we can make that happen.
That's nice to know how it works with DPP Travel, and what exactly the future hold for your clients.
Travel, COVID was interesting for everyone, right? Travel for sure shut down, and is coming back in a way that a lot of people I don't necessarily think anticipated. And it is, the industry as a whole is working through the challenges that all local businesses are challenged by, right? Staffing, logistics of the supply chain, things like that. So menus have changed. Some things that were open before aren't open now. These things aren't always listed on destination websites. So you may book something or attempt to book something on your own, and you get there and 2/3 of the things that you went to that location for aren't open or operational, or aren't the same as they were before COVID when you went before. So that menu item or that little tiny bar in that one particular resort or hotel is not even operational right now, and it's not something that they advertise. So that's one of the things that we work with and we work through. A consultation phone call is always free with us. You set up an appointment. We have our first get to know you phone call. That is all part and parcel of the way we work. Once we have that, then we move into the itinerary planning and go forward. So it's really easy. On our website, there's a schedule a consultation, schedule a call button. They're really easy. We're both located in the Southeast in 2 separate states, South Carolina and Georgia. We both have a wealth of knowledge about a lot of things, and we have high-end 5 and 6 star plus property relationships all over the world. So we're a member of Virtuoso Travel. That's another thing that kind of sets us apart. Virtuoso is the premier luxury travel consortia in the world, with partners all over the planet in some of the most exclusive locations. We can rent private islands, private jets, things like that. Those are all part of our stable of resources and specialty experiences, things like that. We can do all of those and more. So
It really looks like you care for your clients a lot. You focus on their relationships, and you focus on their experiences. So that's truly admirable trait of working with you, with your travel agency, DPP Travel. Please tell us about your upcoming events and upcoming travel experiences that our viewers can embrace.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so we have quite a few hosted experiences coming up in 2023 and 2024. Next year, we're experiencing Tulip Time in Holland. Speaking of local ecosystems and economies, that's a primary thing. Many people go and kind of flock to Holland for that time of the year. I'm pretty excited about it myself. Just fields and fields and fields of color is kind of an incredible thing. In the summertime, I will be taking my group, we call it the Kilt Tour 2.0. We did Kilt Tour 1.0 this summer. So it will be a trip around Scotland that's Outlander themed, also horseback riding in history, private driver. That's limited to 12. So that's a pretty big deal that it's a very small group. So that's something to know. Then in the In September, we're going to the Great Migration in Africa. I get kind of chills about it. It's one of the 7 natural wonders of the world is to experience the Great Migration. We have 4 spots left on that adventure. That's in September of 2023. In October, we are taking a sustainable wine cruise on American Queen voyages in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. We are partnering with Kiara Shannon. The mindfulwine.co is her website. She's going to be an onboard sommelier for us, and we're going to have wine tastings and sensory wine tastings. We're going to stop at Analema and Hiyu Wine Farms for farm-to-table tours and lunch. So really excited about that one. And then in December, we are doing a Christmas markets cruise on the Rhine. I'm incredibly excited about that. The Christmas markets this past year were open and then closed and then open and then closed. So this year they're going to come back in full force. So we'll be on the Rhine for the Christmas markets in 2023. And then in 2024, we're going to Egypt and sailing down the Rhine with AMA Waterways. Again, that's a very limited number. That ship or that boat only has 72 cabins. So it's a very, very small, intimate experience sailing down the Rhine. Sailing down the Nile in Egypt with some pre and post stay options. So all of those, one or both, Tiffany and I will be with you for. We're very, very excited about that. Farther out than Egypt, we've got Spain, Italy, the Galapagos. Those are all upcoming. We just have to get our supplier partners set together. But go to that dpptravel.com hosted. You'll be able to see where you can come and travel with us. We'd love to have you. Further into the future, we're expanding our team. So be on the lookout for that. If being an agent or being a travel advisor is something you've been interested in, definitely follow our pages on social media on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be posting about how to join our team. If this is something that you have a passion for and you'd like to be involved with Tiffany and Mandy at DPP Travel, we'd love to talk to you coming up soon.
Yeah, I heard you're also hiring independent contractors very soon, and
Very soon.
Please share about it with the world.
Right. So the way travel advisors work is we are independent contractors. So you would not be an employee, you'd be a 1099. And that comes with a host of support from us and from others in the industry. You get training, and we don't just throw you to the wolves, right? We are looking for special people who share our values and share our mission. And that's going to be something that we start posting about in the very near future, is how to join our team. But again, our market is quite a different customer. And so we want to make sure that the people that are coming to us have that shared vision and want to serve their clients the way that we serve them in such a personal way. So it is not transactional here at DPP Travel. It's very much a relationship and an ongoing friendship after you work with us the first time. So that's something we're super excited about, is to find like-minded people who want to serve people in the way that we serve people and serve communities and make every dollar count, not just in the experience, but in the locations as well.
Yeah, that's nice. So working with you is not just Wanderlust, it's an experience for the clients as well as for the communities as well as economies. So it's a really unique experience. So I would definitely recommend DPP Travel to my audience and to my network. To all the viewers, you can check them out at dpptravel.com. Mandy, there's a last question that we need to cover. You have been featured at BIZBoost magazine issue number 7, page 19 to 25. Please share your BIZBoost experience with the people.
Yeah, I would say if you're looking at BIZBoost to work on your business or to get your name out there or to increase visibility, I think it's been an incredible experience. Everyone that I've interacted with at BIZBoost has been super friendly, very clear, and very, very professional. And I've really enjoyed the experience. The article turned out great. I really felt like that process was very streamlined. It was affordable, and they have continued to support me in my business. It was not a one and done type feeling. So that goes with very much with how we work, in the sense of they continue to support and continue to engage. And I think that's really important in our industry, is keeping people top of mind. And I think BIZBoost does a great job at that.
Thank you so much for your kind appreciation, Mandy. Is there anything else that you would like to cover before we wrap up this live about DPP travel? Anything to look after? What is next?
I think just, please head to our website and follow us on social media. We're pretty outspoken about what we've got coming up. The rest of this year, we are wrapping up 2023 kind of with a bang. Tiffany's headed off to Alaska again for the third time, I think, this year. She is Alaska heavy this year, which is pretty fun. She's taking a group of people there. I've got the group going to Ireland. We are finishing out 2023 with a bang, or 2022 with a bang, headed into 2023. Things are booking up. Stuff that you could normally wait 6 months out to plan, you probably need to plan a year out. So it's never too early to call and have that free consultation phone call with us, and just kind of see where you are and where you're headed. We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, that's nice. I would like to share one last thing. I saw that post about you when you were in Alaska, and you posted something about your husbands and you leaving them behind, taking care of home.
Yeah.
So I really like that post. Please share the insight about that with the world.
Okay, yeah. So Tiffany and I are business partners. We've known each other since childhood, and our husbands, we call them affectionately the Wandering Gents, right? So the Wandering Gents actually have a Facebook page that they will be working on as they get to go on more travels. But I have 2 kids, and my husband was in the Army for quite a long time. And so it's kind of, I kid around and say it's his turn to play Mr. Mom while I leave a lot. And but they do get to come. Their favorite things have been the river cruises, for all those reasons that we kind of discussed. That was actually before we went live, right? But they genuinely like the river cruises and the small groups that we take. And they do get to come on occasion, but somebody has to hold down the fort. So when we're out hosting these journeys, a lot of times they're with us, but a lot of times they're home, depending on when the travel is. And so Chris, Tiffany's husband, Chris, will be in Africa with us. They are all going. Everyone is going on the Christmas markets cruise, because they will not be left behind for that one. We did that last year. Had the best time. Had an ugly sweater contest. We crushed the other teams at trivia. We just had a really good time, and it's always fun when you can go out with the husbands.
Are there any fun activities? Like, can you elaborate a little bit about what your future clients, who would be connecting with you through us, what adventurous activities they can expect from DPP Travel if they connect with you and choose to get on one of your Luxe-Adventures?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So for example, Africa's a great one, right? We're staying at some really high-end tented camps. We're only taking 12 people. We did not want to have a big caravan safari. The smaller group you have, the better chance you have of seeing the big 5, right? That's a big goal. So I would much rather host 2 separate trips to Africa in 1 year, so that those trips can have the best experience, than taking a big, I call them field trip. Then, having field trips of 20, 30, 40 people, that really limits what you can do, right? It's always going to be a small, intimate experience with us. We will always treat you like family, kind of whether you like it or not. We had the ugly sweater contest at Christmas last year. That was really fun. Some of those ladies, I think we pulled them out of their comfort zone a little bit, but by golly, they showed up with sweaters that lit up and all kinds of craziness. And those river cruise folks kind of didn't know what to do with us. We had the best time. We will always challenge your beliefs on supporting local and really talking to people about what we're doing in the destination too. Like, meet this person, meet Agav. Agav is in Scotland. He is a huge advocate for Indigenous peoples, and he's leading the charge in the resurgence of the Gaelic culture and Gaelic language in Scotland in the Argyll region. And so our group last year in September had an evening with him, and he spoke to us about his passion and reintroducing Gaelic to the people of Scotland, and it was a really incredible experience. That's one of the things that we try to do every time we go is meet with someone or Agav or someone like him that's really going to give our clients an authentic sense of the people where they're going. And the same thing, we go to Africa, we're going to meet a Maasai chief. He employs a lot of women that did not have the best history, and so they're getting back on their feet. And so that's one of the local experiences that we'll have. Another company that we work with, it's called G Adventures, and they have their G for Good moment. It's very similar in that there's always going to be something like that on our trips, where you really get firsthand knowledge of how you're supporting those local people and being able to interact with those local cultures.
I really like what you do at DPP Travel. I'm just listening to all these adventures. I'm getting excited, and I would really recommend to all the viewers to follow DPP Travel with Mandy on Instagram and Facebook. And Mandy is also on Twitter at Dream Planner Pro. You can visit dpptravel.com. If you have a story to tell, if you have any need for travel, if you want to have sustainable and luxury adventure, please visit dpptravel.com. Winding up today's BIZBoost Talks Live, if you have a story to tell, contact us today. Tell a friend right now, because we create meaningful and personalized digital media growth experiences for everyone, globally, human to human. Signing off, this is Imran, your friendly host, creator of BIZBoost Galaxy. Ciao, ciao.